How about Robbie Lawler?
Now this.
I really thought
so
I really thought that his arm dropped. I guess it looked to me like he was out.
It was an understandable stoppage. It was a bad stoppage, but it was understandable.
That's good. That's a great way of putting it. It was bad in hindsight, but when they stopped it, not for nothing.
Herb Dean's done that a few times.
You seen his arm, but his arm wasn't moving though. So it's like
there was a thumbs
and
up.
then they say, "Oh, just let a guy go out." And when it's broken up, and Dana was saying this when a sure sign is when somebody's put out or going out. When you let it go, the guy shouldn't be just jumping back up. So yeah, it was bad, but the sign of somebody going out is when you touch their arm and they're not responding.
Yeah.
So I understand. I don't know. Could you want to put it on? Or,
yeah, it was so fast. Boy, and
I he gave a thumbs up, but
I didn't see that.
He 100% did.
Okay,
Yeah.
he did give a thumbs up.
Yeah, he did.
And you'll see.
And he was, by the way,
wow.
I had him picked for that first round knockout, and I really thought they were going to stop that fight. I'm sorry, Askren, to his credit, fucking hung in there because I thought he was finished.
Yeah, that's the other question of it, right? Because I had Robbie by first round knockout. Matt, you had Ben by decision, so you get the point there. But it did seem like it was very, very close to being stopped when Robbie dropped him and was landing shots on the ground.
Man, no, that was Robbie. He looked like a beast, man.
Yes.
He was on. That was a fun ass fight, no?
Yeah, for sure.
It was fun. But I know what's so odd is it's how his coach, his longtime coach Pat Miletich back in the day, that's how he lost his title at UFC 31 to Carlos Newton by a bulldog choke. It's a little fun fact, guys. That's my little Snapple top fucking fun fact.
So there's about 2 minutes left in the first round, and this is where
bulldog.
That was bad.
Hey Matt, look
Yes.
at his arm. You see what his right arm is? I feel like his right arm can't stay there, so it had
right
to
arm on
drop.
top.
Yeah,
Right.
it had to come down at some point. It's a weird ass angle. You know what I mean?
But that looks it's
yeah.
See, now you can't, we can't see the thumbs
I can't
up.
see the
they
thumbs
show
up.
the other angle. When he touches his hand, he puts a thumb
As soon as the hand touches, he thumbs
But
up
his
to
arm
it.
did
But
drop.
it dropped kind of funny.
Herb, I feel for Herb because Herb knows. Herb's not arguing that shit.
See, but this is the reaction. I mean, like, Robbie handled it very well, but he does not seem like he was anywhere near out.
I want to see that again.
Yeah.
Because his arm just
The
dropped.
replays are better. We'll see when they get some of the replays.
Boy, did he fucking pound Askren too. Let's
Now look at
see.
this. I want to see his hand.
Watch his hand drop.
Yes, it is a weird
It
angle.
looks like it
Randy's right.
falls.
He can't hold it.
See,
there.
but watch. He moves his hand when it's down here. He's moving his hand. He's not out.
Let me see.
I thought, look,
Watch.
Now, let
Look,
me
he
see
moves it there.
Where's the thumbs up?
It was the other hand.
Did they show the other
It
angle?
was the other hand.
They show another angle.
I didn't see it there, but his arm, dude, his arm just
Right here, you'll see it here.
flops.
Oh, let's see
here.
the thumb.
You see, he gives a thumb.
So now he
See,
says
he's moving his
something to
hand
him.
there.
Oh, he gave a thumbs
See,
up
he
right
gave
there.
a thumb right there.
He was moving his arm a little bit. I could see why Herb didn't see. Oh,
I mean, he's right up.
Well, listen, I think
Also,
that-
that hurts, right? I mean, he's got it over the jaw. It's not like it's pleasant to have
I
it
thought
be
he
a
went
bullet.
out for a second, a half a second.
chances are he could have, or he could have still went out, but we'll never know.
Right.
I think who's not going to want to watch that again though? I believe.
No, he won't fight him again. Askren's already said no. He doesn't want to fight Robbie again.
Well, then who makes that decision though?
Yeah, but
Who the fuck makes
Askren
that
said he's
decision?
not into it, but Dana was like, but that's the fight we want to make,
Well,
so we'll talk about it. You know,
exactly.
I think they should probably run that back because
Sure.
man, that second round would have been insane.
Listen, I'd like to see Askren fight anybody though. It's not his fault that.
No.
Like to his credit, he weathered a lot.
He did.
And I'd like to see him fight. I'd like to see him fight the winner of Game Bread and Darren Till.
That's what he's
You
talking
know,
about. That's what he wants.
Masvidal. I'd like to see him fight either one of those guys.
Yeah.
But I would definitely like to watch Robbie Lawler too. So, hey man, whatever they decide, I'm watching.
Yeah.
Fun fight though. This whole UFC was great.
Yes, it
so I
was
want to talk about
amazing.
some fights on the undercard too. So let's keep this going.
Wiley Zhang, I think I had her.
You did. You had her by third round knockout. Matt had Tisha Torres by decision. I had Wiley by decision, which is how she ended
She
up
won by
winning.
decision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Somebody
she
picked
sure
one of
did.
them for knockout. Who picked her for knockout?
I put it by third round knockout.
There's never any knockouts. When
I
they
know
win a
there's
fight.
not. I know.
Tell
Once
him,
in a while,
Randy.
third round. I know. I just get sick of saying
Macy
decision.
Chason knocked somebody out earlier in the card. but
Yeah,
It's rare.
It's rare. It's rare.
it is
for
right.
sure.
It's normally decisions.
If it's not Amanda Nunes or
Jessica-
Cyborg,
Jessica Andrade,
you know,
maybe, yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually a decision or perhaps a submission. There's very rarely just a knockout.
especially that small girls,
Yeah.
like small
Yeah,
ladies.
True.
Then again, you look at Rose.
By the way, Wiley's post-fight interview was adorable. She was very she spoke English a little bit at the end. She said, "Wiley, remember me?" She's very cute.
Christopher Diaz got a little crush.
I thought it was very sweet. She was great.
All right, let's talk about this now.
Yeah, Cody and
hey,
Pedro.
man, props to Pedro Munoz, but you know, man, I don't. This is what I don't like. I don't like that. First of all, Cody was looking good during
Yes.
some of that fight, but
Absolutely.
then he said, "Could you put it on?
see the
Can we
headbutt?
see what the headbutt was?"
Sure.
Because he's saying after that he kind of just went into whatever, like
Autopilot, yeah.
autopilot. I'm not, but you gotta. It's always hard. Hey, listen,
Yeah,
when you're
I
on,
know.
it's hard
It's
to
tough.
call it like that. It is because you don't know what he
tough.
was feeling.
Is it possible that Cody, after having lost 2 straight fights, is getting a little over anxious for a win and just not being patient like he should?
I think, I hate to like criticize fighters,
Yeah, but you
you know,
gotta
because
call it how you see
you in like Matt said, when you're in there,
Sure.
it's different, and for me, what I see, and this is just one man's opinion. May not be it.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like he didn't evolve. Like, just make small adjustments, he's losing the same exact way. You can't, you're as a champion at that level, you know what I mean? A former champion, I feel like guys like that at his caliber, because he's very good,
Yeah.
and he's fucking ferocious, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You need to make adjustments, and he's losing the same way. Hook. He's just throwing hooks.
You're rolling the dice.
Yeah,
if he connected a little cleaner, than Pedro, then
It could've went
chances
the
are
other
he
way.
could've- and that's what he was. But that's what he put all. He banked everything on
Exactly.
that. And that's not that you're not going to get a
But
great
is part
percentage.
sorry, man, is part of that lack of patience? It seems like it's a bit of a lack of patience just to get it done. I'm wondering if the losses add up and you start becoming a little like just overeager to you're pressing a little
Absolutely.
bit. Yeah.
I think so.
But that's fighting, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to control your emotions.
Right.
When Aljo had Jimmy, he caught him with that back fist. Jimmy was staggering a little bit, and he had him up against the cage. It took Jimmy. Jimmy wasn't as hurt as he was a little off balance and getting tagged, but Jimmy wanted Aljo to kind of do what Cody did right there.
Right.
He wanted to put everything into putting him away and get a little closer for him to just unleash. And he did come out. He did when he did spring, but Aljo was smart. He kept the range. He kept the range with the kicks, and then he picked his shots. And then when he did spring, Aljo, it was like he had a spider sense. He jumped exactly back when Jimmy went forward. But that's fighting. Like if you don't have that, then how many times did you see maybe not times, a lot of times like Pat Berry and Chet Congo, but you see a guy almost hurt, and then they go for the kill, and they put everything into that kill, and then they run into
a big bomb.
unfortunately, my very good friend Pete Drago Sell, this might be the story of his career. He's such a guy, smell blood, and they get so ferocious, they just like, he's almost out, I must stop him, and that's all they see is red. And that could be dangerous for you.
Yeah, and I'm always amazed at the patience some guys show. Because as a fan, when you're watching it and you see a guy hurt, and then you see a guy not being as aggressive, you're like, I know he's showing patience because it's a smart thing to do. You want to see him just go in there and knock the guy out, but you're like, no, that's smart. He's being really patient.
Well, and the amazing thing, it's only 3 fights removed from when he beat Cruz,
Right.
and I thought he fought incredibly smart there.
Yes.
He didn't overthrow his shots. He was just landing. In fact, he didn't even jump on Cruz sometimes when it looked like he probably could have finished the fight. And that was a masterful performance. So it's like he can go back to that, but he keeps getting sucked into
Can we
these
watch the
fights.
end of the fight with the
for
headbutt
sure.
too?
And by
So
the
yeah,
way,
I'm not sure where the headbutt happened, so we can just watch it. But
And when John Jones fought DC and he hurt him, he did not just go to kill him. I remember he kicked his feet out, like he messed with his base. That's the difference with the elitists. All right. So this is 2:15 of the first round.
Yep.
Yeah.
And but up until then, he's fighting, he's being patient.
right.
And
Yeah,
then
he's
let's
moving
see,
very well.
when does it change?
I mean that not I was gonna say excuse, but I don't mean it that way. But saying he's on autopilot, that
reason.
does make sense though, right? That I mean that
I want
that
to
is
see the
what he would
headbutt. I
go
don't
to.
really remember it.
Yeah, Munoz gets. You can see blood's coming out the back of his head. I think that's what caused it.
Well, I mean, there's different drills you could do, whether it works or not. I went to go, spinning kick by Pedro. Let me see here. Did that hurt him when he threw that?
don't know.
No, he's still moving.
Seems fine. It looked worse than
But-
it was.
All right, so Pedro's being first right here. There's a minute 25 left in that first round.
Yeah, sorry, I just don't know where the.
That's okay. I
That's
don't
all
remember.
right. We're
It wasn't a
watching
very
a little
long
bit
fight.
of it.
Watching all
Gonna
the
happen any
UFC.
second, yeah. So he's waiting to explode. I want to see that headbutt. That's what I really.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I think they maybe go into a bit of a clinch against the fence. I think that's where it might be coming here, actually.
Oh,
That,
there it is.
That is what it was.
Yeah.
Wait, that was a headbutt?
Yeah, because he came up
wanted
and
to
he
go
hit
Can I
down.
see that again, Chris?
Yeah,
I
let's
just
bounce back.
I
That was about
just-
a minute a minute left.
I watch here. So it was like a downward.
I think he went to defend a takedown. He
Yeah.
thought the takedown
Oh,
was
so
coming.
it was kind of Cody's fault.
Yeah, he kind of. I mean,
He
you
banged
know,
his chin, I think.
It
the
happened.
dude's not at fault, you know, but
Pedro's smart on the floor.
Pedro
too.
didn't like. He kind of put his head down. Pedro's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is where Pedro's biggest advantage seemed to be in the fight, on paper, you know.
But then he seemed he like.
Oh,
Cody
beautiful.
jumps up,
Cody-
throws a flying knee.
Now Cody stood up. See, Cody might have feel like
See,
he
he's
hurt
just.
him.
He's yeah.
He jumped up and hit him with that flying knee, and now he's just throwing hard hooks. He's throwing everything into
Bombs.
this. But now look, he's slowed down. Watch.
Yeah.
And he's.
see, all hooks. There's no sophistication there. It's all hooks. Yeah.
No, but he
So
did
another
another
knee, another
but
flying knee.
But now Pedro looks way better
Yeah.
to wear right here. Look, Pedro's better now. Look, Cody put out more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
boy,
That's it.
Yeah.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
Let me
That
tell you
sucks.
that if he did not put him away right there, if he made it out of that round, that's going to take your energy bar took a hell of a hit.
Yeah.